third requirement says, know the principles in selecting a good quality backpack. In an emergency, what might be used in place of a backpack? Basically, in my experience, there are basically two kinds of backpacks. Of course, you have different brands and different sizes, but you have mostly two kinds of backpacks: the expensive one and the cheap ones. What is the big difference? You know, it is interesting because the difference is not usually in the fabric or the material of the backpack. Those are really good, but the main difference will be in the straps. These ones right behind, the ones that connect your body with the backpack, this is the key. The foam and the material and the comfort of a cheap backpack is not even close to the comfort in an expensive backpack. And with that said, both of them are useful, and you have to decide what to buy according to your activity. For example, if you are going on a backpacking trip and it will be a one-time thing, probably with a cheap backpack you will survive, you will be fine, and you will have a good time. And yes, you will feel a little bit of pain in your shoulders, perhaps if it's a long hike, but after a couple of days you will just remember the good part of that trip. In another hand, if you are planning to do this often, if you are trying to do more than once a year backpacking expeditions, you need to consider something better. And I will show you different kind of backpacks that I have here, different brands. Of course, this video is not sponsored for any brand, so this is what I have to show you and to explain a little bit. This is a small backpack. This is a 32 liters. By the way, that's the measure for backpack. I don't know why it's no gallons, but are liters, and this is a 32. What is the right size? It depends also of the activity. If you are going for a day hike on a mountain, you don't need more than 32 liters, and probably less than this, and because you just need water, some food, and but not equipment for sleeping in the night, or tent or something like that. So you will be fine with something small. But if you are in a weekend backpack trip, perhaps you will need something 50 liters or higher, perhaps between 50, 60, 65 liters. Don't fall in the trap of buying, you know, a 90 liters backpack, because usually people, when they buy a big backpack, they are tempted to fill it with everything. Oh, there is a space, so I have to put more and more and more, and that's not the point. The point is to be efficient on what you are carrying, and also to enjoy the trip. And okay, so this is a brand Deuter. I don't know this brand very good, but this is a decent backpack. It is small. When you see this kind of shape in the fabric, it is ripstop, which is good. Also, many backpacks have this kind of device or hole to include a camel bag inside, you know, a water reservoir, and the connector to it. Again, as I mentioned before, this is not an expensive backpack, so it is kind of comfortable, but the foam in the hips and in the shoulders is not very good. So it will have the job done, and for 1 or 2 times. But again, if you are going to do this often, you will need something perhaps a little bit better and invest a little bit more of money. Yes, usually most of the backpacks have everything, like different kind of zips in different places, to access, for example, the sleeping bag at the bottom, and I will explain a little bit more about that later. And some backpacks have a place here for the camel bag, and I mentioned the camel bag, which is a water bag or something like that. Camel bag is a brand actually, but it's well known. So yes, that's basically what you have here. And at the bottom, these have a nice rain cover, which is also useful. Let's go with the next one. This is a 50-liter Arc'teryx. Arc'teryx is a very good brand, an expensive brand. I purchased this used, but second hand. But this is a very good Canadian brand, but mostly for clothes, and this is one of their backpacks. Interesting. You have a large zip. All the backpacks have a different design, and this seems to be the same size of the other one, but you have space to expand the capacity of this backpack. Let's check the bag again and the straps. This is a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable, but again, it will be fine for a couple of expeditions. Let's go to another one. This is Osprey. This is a backpack brand, which means they are basically on this business for a long time and they know what they are doing. So this is more professional, and again, this is a 50 liters and it's for women. But take a look at this, the quality and the comfort in the back, you know, to not avoid sweating, because you will sweat, but you know, to stay dry, and ventilation, and also your shoulders and your hip. This is really comfortable, so you can carry weight here and you can walk like forever and you will be fine with these kind of things, and you can do it over and over again and you will enjoy this kind of backpack. The one that I use is another brand also, is Gregory Baltoro 65. This is the one that I've been using for 5-6 years now, and this is super comfortable. The shoulders, the hips, everything, the back. So I really enjoy this. It's 65 because as a leader I always use a little bit more space. You will learn with the practice and with the experience that the more you know, the less you carry for yourself, but as a leader you always have to carry for others, you know, like a prevention, different kind of backup material. So usually I use half of it for me, including the sleeping bag and the food and everything, and the other half it will be for a shelter for the group, or extra socks, or extra something for people that, you know, someone can get wet because of the rain in the night or something, as a prevention, as a backup. Then I feel comfortable doing that. This one has a lot of pockets everywhere, and the quality is very good, a lot of features, and also a good sign of quality is this, the sound of the clips. This is really good and very durable. So yes, these are basically some backpacks, and the question is, what can you use what might be used in place of a backpack? Easy. You can take your jacket, zip it, yeah, some jackets have some straps that you can pull and close it, or you can make a a little knot in here. I never did this with this jacket, but I will just show you. And then you carry everything you need there, you close it, and you use the arms as a strap. So like this, tie it, and you are good to go. This is an optional backpack, a quick backpack in case of necessity or emergency. Okay, so I think that's cover most of the backpacks. Then you have another difference between two backpacks, some external frame backpack and some internal frame backpack. In my opinion, the external frame backpacks were super useful and popular back in the time, but currently it's not easy to find them because basically with the internal frame you will be fine for most of the activities. The right size of a backpack, again, the cheap backpacks usually come in one size, the more expensive will come in different size according to your stature and your gender, and it will adapt to your bag, so that's why it will be more useful if you are planning to do this often. If you are going to do it only one time, let me tell you something, the best backpack is the backpack that you can borrow from someone. So yes, perhaps don't spend money on this and just borrow, try the first time, and if you like it, you can think and invest some money on this. How heavy have to be a backpack, and how much can you carry on this? Let me tell you this, perhaps I will cover that information in another topic, but basically what you need to consider will be between 5 and 10% of your body. And again, with the experience you will carry less and less because you will be more effective and be more precise on what you need and when you need it. Every backpack trip is unique. The same place in winter is one thing, and in summer is a different thing, and when it's raining it's a different thing, with the snow is a different thing. Exactly the same place, and you will need different equipment, so that will change the configuration of the list of equipment that you are carrying.